Ninjas, crypto may make you massive gains, but always remember that crypto is unregulated and is highly risky activity. Although you could get gains, there is a real risk that you could lose all your money too. So do your own research and be careful. Not investment advice, this is just entertainment. Thank you. What is going on, ninjas? Welcome back. Now you better glue yourself to that chair because we got a pretty huge project to talk about today. Now this is just insane. When I mean insane, we're talking about a cross-chain launchpad that is just not a content launchpad. I mean, there is your door to DeFi and to invest. It makes everything easier. It's gonna be staking, launchpad, solution to the market. I mean, there's gonna be everything that you guys are ever gonna need on the project is actually here. You can buy crypto with fiat currency. Whatever you want to do is in this project. We're talking over 600,000 users already, which is just insane. Over $50 million raise, capital raise already. The numbers are there and they are crazy. Now, one thing though that I gotta mention before we start is that this project is just so massive. There's just a lot that we gotta cover. That is not gonna be enough for me to do it in just one video, since the best time is gonna be from 10 to 15 minutes for me to deliver this video, so I'm not gonna make it so long. It's not gonna get out there that much. YouTube just doesn't like that long video, so we're gonna make it around 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do a kind of overview of the most important thing of the project. Just announced kind of like a pretty insane way of doing staking, which is gonna benefit everyone. Is better, also teams as well. And there's actually gonna be multiple stuff that you gotta cover today, so you guys get an idea of what it is. But as I say, don't expect that we go over all the main core of the most important things of the project, since they are plenty, too many, since we cannot do that. But let's just get started. And there is not all the way for me to start this video that showing you guys a video from one of the developers or maybe the main dev of the project. I'm not exactly sure, but it's actually quite interesting. Now, I found this video on their main YouTube channel, which have plenty of content for you guys to interact with them and find all kind of info about the project. As I say, there is plenty of information that's gonna be beneficial for you guys to understand the project. Let's just get started. Just a few seconds, don't worry. But tells you a lot of what they're trying to achieve in the futures, because when you want to invest, one of the most important things is to see what a project is aiming to do in the future, so it's gonna be worth your investment for the long term. Now, few important things. Most people, like 80% of the investors choose to stay there token for a period of 3 years, which is just crazy. People are feeling long-term bullish in this part. Of course, you gotta be a holder of the token to be able to getting a DO allocations. Since of course they got a cross-chain launchpad with all the big chains on the market right now active. So it is just huge. Now let's just listen.
Our long-term vision is way beyond providing solutions only for the crypto enthusiasts. Our end goal is to increase adoption of the blockchain in traditional markets by providing solutions with the ability to perform on both crypto and traditional space. I can imagine that by having a fully working DeFi marketplace with multiple earning options, with multiple cross-chain financial products, we will be able at a certain point to become a real cross-chain and decentralized financial institution. That we will be able to offer decentralized financial products for fintechs and banks that don't know how to deal with this sector. So, the main long-term vision is to bring our solutions to all the people, not only to the crypto investors, and to be a blockchain service provider to those who don't know where to start.
So there you go. Everything about blockchain is still fairly new. Even if you guys think that pretty much everyone already bought crypto, that's not the case. Even like 5% of the total, of the people in the world, put it like that, are just holding crypto. So still everything is just getting started. The mass adoption is just getting started. We are gonna be seeing banks, institutions, fintech companies, everyone getting into crypto at some point. It's gonna be the main currency used in the future. If you are watching these videos because you are in crypto, and let me just make it clear, crypto is gonna be the future. Everything is gonna be paid with crypto, even the McDonald's that you ate this morning. So it is the future. Just think about that. Now, the first thing that I gotta show you is gonna be the main project itself. As I say, the numbers here are just insane. Now, over 600,000 active people in the community. I'm talking about a lot of followers on Twitter, Telegram members, announcement group, active users. It's just massive. pretty massive. Over 59 projects already participating. Your projects, I don't know how accurate this information. It may be more than that, since I don't know exactly when they updated this, but it's still pretty massive. 15,000 million of already fundraised IDOs, all that kind of stuff on private sales, and 2% acceptance rate. So of course you gotta be a holder, you gotta be a staker as well to be able to getting IDOs. There is a lot of stuff you gotta be able to do, of course, to be able to get to the project, because at the end of the day, you need to be part of the community to be able to get the benefits. Actually, they have anti-wall system to be able to stake, so to be able to getting IDOs. So of course that make everyone easier for those of you guys to have that many funds, but you do need to have funds. I don't know the exact numbers, but if you join their group and you ask them questions, they're gonna be answering you guys all that. Now, let me show you a few important things here. This is gonna be, before I show you what Synapse network is, Synapse, Synapse, however you wanna call it, I'm not exactly sure. But before I show you that, I gotta go with the app. Now, the app is here. This is gonna be the platform that actually are audited by Certic, so it tells you that they are safe, and we already know that. It's been on the market for quite a long time, and they have worked with over 60 projects, over 600,000 followers. Of course, they are safe. Now, you guys can see here, so all the account is gonna be the dashboard. This is a cross chain, as I say, multiple chains like Arbitrum One, Avalanche mainnet, Binance Smart Chain mainnet, Ethereum mainnet, Phantom Opera, Polygon, XDAI chain. Now it's actually testing it for cross chain mainnet beta, Money over Kasum. I mean, all the chains that you guys are used to trade every single day are here. So you're gonna be able to get in projects that are on all these chains, and of course that is gonna be the best and the most diversified launchpad in the market right now is this one. There is no doubt on that. Of course, that's why they have such a huge following. As you guys can see, all these projects already finished, some of them coming soon. Now I can show you here some ended, some of these already ended, and they raised $50,000, $64,000, $150,000. There is a lot of money going in here, that for sure. So of course, if you are into safe project and trying to find the kind of projects, this is gonna be the place for you guys to find it. Of course, it doesn't mean that they are not gonna be a scam, that it's gonna be safe. The chances are gonna be lower, of course, but they could be. There is always the risk on finance, on crypto, so you gotta be careful. Now, Gravity Finance is one of the projects that I personally reviewed the other day, and it's a huge project. So if this kind of project are getting launched here, that tell you that there could be a lot of great projects, since Gravity is a really pretty good project. I'm gonna tell you that. Now that you can see the upcoming ones in WeChain, of course, you can change the chains, all that kind of stuff, and then we actually have them going right now, and all the launchpads, all the tokens are already finished, the upcoming ones, everything. So you guys can see the content here is plenty. Now, the reason why you guys don't see staking here, which is gonna be one of the main things that we gotta cover today, is because I'm not a holder. I don't buy any token before I talk on the channel. Only our long-term collaborations. So maybe this one's gonna be a long-term collaborator. I'm not exactly sure. I would actually like that since the project is huge, but I don't have tokens. Yes, that's why I cannot see the staking option here. But if you are a holder at least of 1,000 tokens, you're gonna be able to, of course, to see the staking option here, and the numbers on stake actually quite cool. Let me actually show you that right now. There is an announcement group with around 115,000 members, which is just huge, of course, and some the numbers for stakers have been just insane. Now 388 days average staking time, so most people are staking their tokens for over a year, so that tells you that there is a lot of trust, a lot of hype here. Of course, 20% of users pick the highest 3 years staking periods. That is just crazy. 20% of people actually choose the 3-year staking period, so of course it's still pretty long term, so people are just feeling bullish for the long term for everything that they can do, and there is no reason to not be bullish since the project just get started. It's gonna be insane if they actually manage to do everything that they're trying to do, of course, and there is just all sort of information here for you guys to actually find information about the project here. And they also have another group with around 76,000 members with all sort of information as well for you guys to find all this. But I mean, there is all kind of info, AMA like videos going on, all that kind of stuff is just going on here. So this is a place where you want to be to find new projects, to find information about the team, to find information about the staking, which I mean, the articles are plenty, which we are gonna go over some of them in just a minute, talking about the new staking solution, which is gonna be way better for everyone. It's gonna benefit everyone. You can choose if you actually want to get more allocation, if you actually want to get a higher APY, of course. So it's gonna be up to your needs, and that's something that we usually don't have on the space. We cannot choose, we only can choose the time, but now we can choose what we want to get if you are actually part of the project, part of the community, of course. Now, what is we gotta talk about here? So there are a lot of stuff. Now, one thing that I gotta show you is gonna be here. So what is Synapse or Synapse network? Now, Revolution combine the best elements of mainstream finance with the best elements of blockchain technology. Enter the first institutional entity in crypto space. The first one, I forgot, there is actually a crypto payment. You actually can just buy crypto here with Ramp, which is a pretty good way that you can buy crypto. You don't gotta go to Binance, of course, to exchange, all that kind of stuff to buy from other people. You can just buy using your credit card here, your Visa card if you have. It's just gonna be pretty easy, and it's gonna take you a few minutes. So yes, I say that's something that we do like, and of course it probably had integrated, so it's gonna be easier for you guys. As I said, this is all in one place to find, trade, and invest in new projects that you think that they got potential. This is the place to when they get started. So yeah. Now let's go back here and show you what a little bit more. Now join the Synapse 360-degree cross-chain investment ecosystem. Join the network revolution. Now we have connectivity. Synapse is the center of new DeFi revolution. Connect with all major networks thanks to a powerful cross-chain technology. Become an integral part of the DeFi world. Become part of the network stability. Synapse takes the best of mainstream finance and makes it better. Never worry about your money thanks to us security measures and quality control team. Experience the same level of security at the major mainstream institutions. Take a stand against the pains points of crypto. Take a stand with the network. Accessibility, there is no more barriers into the crypto space. You can buy whatever you want. You can invest in any kind of project, multi-chain, cross-chain, whatever chain you want to do it. Private sales, IDOs, initial token offers. I mean, everything is right here. So you are going to be able to find anything in the chain that you like. I mean, it is actually quite nice. Now, when it comes to how much token you gotta hold, of course, to be able to invest in one of these IDOs, it's gonna be I don't have that exact number honestly, since when I actually invest in the project I'm gonna be able to know, but right now I don't manage that information. But you can see you can apply for IDO here. You can buy on PancakeSwap, on QuickSwap, also on Uniswap as well. So I mean, multiple ways to invest in the project is gonna make everything easier for you guys. They have NFTs, dApps, custom developments, DeFi, smart contract, metaverse, staking, Web 3.0 apps, arbitrary. I mean, a lot of stuff. As I said, they're trying to get when it comes to, of course, to the investing on a place, they're trying to go diversify, and diversity is the key for this project. You can find everything. I'm not even hyping, guys. I'm not hyping around. Of course, some of you guys are gonna say that it's actually quite positive, but it's not every day that we check one of these kind of projects that are huge. That it's gonna take me at least 10 videos to get into each thing in the project, to get in details, to get into each specific topic, since there's just so many stuff that the project gotta offer. So of course, it's gonna be quite hard for me to go over. But they finished $300,000, $300,000, $100,000, $300,000 to be announced. I mean, all this kind of project you can get in today, of course, if you are a holder and you actually manage a kind of a certain amount of tokens. Of course, the team who is behind, what they're trying to do, all the kind of stuff that mentions from the community, all the links to the sources here, all the kind of stuff. I mean, what can I say? The roadmap now in March, new level staking, the best and the most advanced staking in the market is already here. So choose your own path and level up into the areas of possibilities. Earn multiple bonuses for every period of staking. Choose higher APR or better allocation bonuses. As I say, it's gonna be up to your needs, but we still got a lot of stuff to go. This is 06 and we have 18 March, April, May. What can I say? This is just crazy. Really great integration with Luna, with Terra Luna here. Going through Solana. I mean, what can I say? Massive, pretty massive. Now, one thing that I gotta show is gonna be on what is it? Let me actually find it for you guys. It's gonna be on Medium. Now, here actually talk about the staking of some of the examples of what the new way of flexible gamified staking is gonna look like. So you actually got options, which is something that we do like, of course, because we want to decide how much we want to stake. What is our target, what is the goal, what is what is our strategy with this staking. So we can select this in this platform, which is something to say that we do not have in any other place. We only can choose period, but we cannot choose what do we want to focus on when it comes to a strategy for the staking and investing in the kind of process. This is also a Launchpad, so we got it like manage the situation here. So you can choose key design options, of course, high APR path, maximizing APR at the expense of allocation size, high allocation path, maximize allocation at the expense of APR, balance path where you increase both APR and allocation size, only allocation path where you have 0% APR and high allocation. So you can, of course, stay your token for 0% APR, but you can get maximum allocations on projects. So it's gonna be up to you guys. If you want to get more allocations, you decide for this part. If you do want to get more APR and of course lowers allocations, you go for the high APR path. So it's gonna be up to you guys, and these are examples. They actually have examples here of how things work. For example, staking path, high APR on first level give you 20% of APR and 1x multiplier to SNP points. Staking path high APR 10 levels give you 50% of APR and 1.2x multiplier on SNP points. I mean, there is all sort of stuff here that give you all the idea for what they're trying to do. Of course, multipliers, higher staking, higher allocations, zero staking, zero allocations, higher staking, everything that you want is right here. So of course that makes a lot of sense for you guys to go over everything and understand the project. Gonna leave all the links to this down below for you guys to find all that, also to their YouTube channel, since of course you guys can see there is plenty of content. When I mean plenty, I mean plenty of them videos about the project, AMAs, like everything that you guys are looking for is right here. So actually gonna be a good place to find those of the associates. You can interact with the community however you want to do it. You should join them. 257,000 followers on Twitter. There is a pretty good engagement there. Information, collaborations, of course, with other projects, partnerships, Medium. Actually have some information here as well on different articles about the new staking, the gamified staking, which really is a game changer on the space because give you options, as I said, which is something that we don't usually get in this space. We gotta go with what we got, of course. But guys, as I say, I'm gonna need more than just one video to go over everything. We haven't even checked 0.1% of what this project is trying to do. I'm just gonna give you the kind of my opinion on it, how I feel about the project, and some important things related to the content, the project, of course, that we're actually discussing today, Synapse network. But there is just so much that we gotta cover here. The numbers are crazy. Of course, the information is crazy because there is just so many. The things that they're trying to do, they're actually going in the entire DeFi, take over DeFi. In what, of course, what they're trying to do, so you actually can buy crypto here with your credit card if you want. You can getting IDOs, getting pre-sales and allocations. You can stake, you make passive income. You can get in a revolution, it's DeFi revolution right now. I mean, what they're trying to do is pretty massive, and I do applaud them for that. Of course, I do support and do like this project, and I'm gonna be 100% investing in the project after we drop this content after a few days, since of course some of you guys have already taken allocations and decisions, so we are gonna be not gonna be affecting any of you guys when it comes to our investment size. But yeah, just one thing to remember, that you're not going to be able to get in all these ideas if you are not you get allocations. Of course, you got to be a holder like all the older Launchpads, of course, and not being sale, but most of everything else. So yeah, quite cool, and I do like what I'm seeing. Of course, let's see if we can make more content. I will need at least 10 videos. A 2-month collaboration with this project is going to be insane. Let's see if we can actually manage to do it or not, but what I'm seeing here, I love. Let me know your feedback down below. If you like it, dislike it, if you think it's good or not, or what do you think about the project, some feedback, some ideas, some information that you got about the project that I did not mention here. Remember, as I say, only 0.1% of what they're trying to do I mentioned today, so I gotta have, there is a lot more that we gotta cover, but later. Now, I'm gonna see you guys later. Stay safe.